Hey guys, it's Romero17, and I got a fight with, my personal opinion, the best grappler in UFC 3 at Veda_X. This dude is absolutely brutal if he gets you to the ground, to the point where he's so confident in his ability he can fight with Bruce Lee. Now, the thing about these fights, they're going to be with no HUD. So I can't see my own stamina, he can't see his stamina, and we're removing the grapple advantage HUD. So all we have is the regular grappling HUD in this fight. Everything else we're going to have to make based on the character model, how it's reacting, and see what we can gauge from there. But these two fights are going to be some really technical fights, and I hope everybody enjoys it. So, we're going to get underway. I have TJ Dillashaw. I definitely need a TJ. And he has one of his favorite fighters, Bruce Lee. So give us the respect. Started out real nice for now. And the thing about Veda, he's a tricky dude. He keeps everything simple, but one thing I noticed about him is that he uses whatever perks that the character has, he is determined to use those perks to his advantage. Now, those lead body sidekicks he's doing with Bruce Lee, I believe he has a perk called the Butcher. I use a lunge there to move out the way of that head kick there. But there's a perk that he has that whatever sidekick lands, it decreases the attribute of the body by -3, and if it lands at your head, it's like -5 with Taekwondo. So he doesn't have to do anything crazy. He's not a type of guy that pressures, but he has no problem using those exact tools over and over again and picking you apart like that. And when it comes to the ground, his denial game is absolutely disgusting. You could be winning the fight, but if he gets you down to the ground, he will absolutely demoralize you. And if you get back to the feet after getting down to the ground, it'll be a tough time. Now right there, he's using the side body kick to create distance to get me away from him. Now, what I want to do here, knowing that TJ doesn't have any like good jiu-jitsu stuff or anything like that, just wrestling things, I want to be able to work in and come out of range from that lead body side kick that he's working. And he's landed it a few times. I'm trying to gauge the distance because I know those lead body side kicks are a setup for a higher strike, being that they have a similar startup animation. As you see, he goes for right there, but I managed to duck it. So it's a very tactical battle. This is very tactical, and it's a tough read. And I try to lunge there, move out the way of the jab, but he fires off a leg kick. And again, I don't know how much damage, if it did any damage at all, but we're all just gauging our movements based on what we see. Nice. So he likes to fight on the outside a lot and try to pick you apart from there. I try to make him bite on that lead crane kick feint. Doesn't do anything. And right there, he catches the duck and he taunts me. All right, we get it on. I try to duck and he hits me with the lead body side kick. Tricky. So little things like that I gotta keep in mind. Now, being that he's such a good grappler, my primary focus would be working on his legs. Being that if I work the legs, I get grapple advantage if I manage to get a leg health event in there. So my goal here is to get the legs. And as you notice, he's not telegraphing when his hands are going up and low. This is something I try to tell everybody. Like, if you telegraph that, it's easy to work the legs and then work the body and stuff like that. But see, both our hands are high, so you don't really know which way to defend it. Right there, he brings his hands down, but I know it's a setup for me to try to go to his body, and he immediately recognizes that and it starts off a little flurry of his own. I step out the way, line the body kick of my own, and it's just a nice little feel out process there. I feel like I landed more strikes. He definitely landed a prettier ones, but it's a good feel out round. I think I took that round. All right, great round for now.
You've never seen that side of me, bro. I was grapple fucking him.
It's really tough to figure out a guy that's really comfortable on the outside. Somebody that you know is so good in the grappling that you can't really grapple them. And TJ, unlike a Sun Tzu, he doesn't have any good submission counters or any like submission reversals, like BJJ reversals. So it's really tricky, absolutely tricky. So we follow up with respect there. And how I'm thinking, see, when somebody pressures, it's actually easier to make a read on somebody pressuring because they tend to telegraph their favorite combos, right? But when somebody keeps it simple like this, like what he's doing, it's really effective because you're just thinking like, there's no way he's gonna just keep doing this, right? And no, it's just simple. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move sets for each character that he likes to use, and he just switches them up accordingly depending on whatever the reaction is. Uses the jab to get the significant strike. That's good by Advaita. And I'm just thinking like, man, I don't need this guy clinching me or anything, so I'm trying to keep my range here. But he checks the leg kick. That's good. Fires off another body shot there. Another body side kick to the liver. And I'm honestly trying to catch those, and I don't know if I want to strike or if I want to take him down, being that I know just because how many times we played each other. You know, when you saw the beginning of the video, it's 11 and 11 in terms of our ranked fights. So I'm very familiar. And that, ooh, real good high on sidekick there. And we duck at the same time. Now, whenever I see somebody duck, it's really good to throw a leg kick there because they tend to either side sway right afterwards. But he knows. He knows what's up. And right there, I'm getting a little bit close, trying to get him to overreact. He fires off a lead high kick to scare me off. Try to fire off a high kick there. Ooh, nice knee. That's a nice knee. All right.
Oh, no.
And again, it's an outside game. But if hit him with a nice flush overhand there and fire off a leg kick there. It's a game of, all right, I gotta win these striking exchanges. But I know that if he is told that he's losing these striking exchanges, he's going to revert to the grappling, and his grappling is absolutely devastating. It's disgusting. It's disgustingly good. But right now I feel good, and right there I thought he was gonna go for a takedown, so I went for the denial there. And the thing about the lead body side kicks, if you step off to the side, you can dodge them, but you have to be very careful that you don't do it a little bit too early, because then he'll just catch you there. So now I'm landing the planted body kicks, naked body kicks. Naked body kicks are working really well there.
Oh, wow.
And I see his torso's
blocking.
Not his torso, his abdominal area by the liver is a little bit red, so that's a good sign for me. But it's also the same for me too. So our body health is probably about similar. Go for the knee, and I don't catch him there. This time I'm straight to the left so I can dodge that rear side kick. And it's working. Goes for the spinning side kick, and he takes me down. Good job. And here, I honestly, I wanted to transition. I think I go for it. There's about 10 seconds left in the round. I know he's just looking to deny, but I managed to get the full guard here so I don't take too much damage. About 2 seconds left. But I think I managed to get that round too. But he landed some good shots to the body with those lead body side kicks. And I'm looking at the stats here. He did get that takedown at the end. I don't know how they scored that. But I'm thinking I took that round. I think I did.
Sorry.
They're showing his highlights, and I landed a body kick of my own. Alright, they got so much love for Bruce Lee, huh? Might be 1-1. It just might be 1-1. Stay in kicking range. Your kicks are working. Okay, shit. Alright, game. If you're telling me I'm doing good, I guess I'm doing good. But I'm looking at the TJ model, and that's the thing you gotta look at. Like, I'm looking at the TJ model, and I see the head's health is looking alright, but his body's not looking too good, and his lead looks a little bit fresher than my TJ. So I'm a little bit concerned, and if I go to the ground, I don't think I'll have that much health to spare. So now I'm going for the straight hook as a means of pressure him. Try to get him to sway his head, and he fires off that rear side kick to get me to back off. Trying to get him to fire back aggressively, but he's being patient. Boom, he keeps using that lead body side kick and then switches it up high. You see what I mean? If there's any way you're going to use Bruce Lee, you got to use him like this. You don't have to throw no spinning wombo combos all the time. But by means, if you can mix it up just like this, Bruce Lee could be your guy. And I see he's backing up. He's blocking to the body. Hits him with the side kick again. Goes for a high. I managed to make a read there. Hit him with a head kick, and I get the rock. Try to catch him ducking, and I notice he ducks that strike. So,
nope.
Knee body side kick again, but it doesn't push me back because I stayed in place.
That doesn't work either.
This is careful. I know I got the rock, but I don't want to be too greedy. I wanted to fire off a high kick there, but it went to the body, and he clinches me. Go for the leg grab, and I get it. Awesome. Or so I think. Now, here's the tricky thing. You know somebody's good at denials, right? Now, what he's doing here is trying to build up grapple advantage by making me try to deny. But I know that trick, so I know he went for the 3 fakes. So I could try to deny those and then get him grapple advantage. But I knew the 4th one was going to be his transition attempt. So I believe what he does here Goes for it again, and this time goes high and sweeps me into half guard. And this is one of his best positions, but I managed to get to full guard. I try to go to fake the get up, and he pre-denies the get up. It's crazy.
I didn't get better at the game, bro.
And I couldn't stop that, and now I'm in big trouble. Now I'm in huge trouble, but I managed to go up to half guard, but I know he's going to make that read for next time. Try to deny, no dice. Hitting his head, he's bleeding, and I am in trouble. This is not good at all. He denies that transition. This is some place you never want to be. And me, when I was doing this fight, I thought that TJ had the reversal. So I was trying to reverse him as he goes to crucifix, or at least trying to do the arm trap, and I was not getting him. And he's just holding me here, beating up my head off. All the work I did in that in the stand-up exchanges are about to be murdered right now. And as you see, TJ's all tied up right now. And I'm just stuck. And it's terrible. Oh no. This is absolutely terrible for me. And I try and I try. Oh no. Oh man. All my stamina. Oh my god. And that was a terrible, terrible round. He landed so much damage in the end there. I went from landing the rock, from doing real good, but the moment he clinched me and I made the mistake of going to the ground, I guess he thought I'd go for the break. I felt real confident in my ability to maybe, you know, hold him there on the ground, but unfortunately it didn't happen that way. But they're showing my highlights. So look for a takedown. I don't want to take this guy down. Did you not see what he just did to me? And oh man, TJ's banged up. I am absolutely banged up. It's not good. It's not good at all.
Oh my god.
Now, it could either be I won the first round. The game makes it looks like I won that third round despite me getting grapple destroyed in like the last minute of that round. But I guess if I won 4 minutes of the fight, they'll give it to me. But I have at least 2 rounds. I know that much. But this is not looking too good for me. It's not looking good at all. And he knows it too. He knows I'm thinking about that clinch. And he's continuing to mix it up with the bleed body side kicks. Now he's firing off 3-piece combinations. And he's keeping me guessing. But I'm ready not to overcommit on the sway. And I'm trying to like make sure. I'm like, oh man, how am I gonna get a counter off on this dude when he's not over aggressive? He's picking his shots nicely. That's the thing about the grappling in this game. If all it takes is 1 or 2 denials and a few big shots, and you can pretty much have the fight in the bag. You can have the fight in the bag after a few denials. It's insane. He goes to the. I thought he was gonna go for a takedown, and he punches me instead. And I don't want to overcommit on a 4-piece combination, but he catches me there. I thought he'd go to the side, so I kept my block up, and he knocks me down. Thought he'd go to stacked, and he goes to side control. Oh no! And this time he makes the read and stops that half guard. That up half guard transition is like hard. It's very hard for people to deny. Go for it again, and this time it doesn't work. But expected him to posture up, and unfortunately he gets to that position. He loves this position here, and this is terrible. This is no good. But hey, I get a full guard. All right, now I'm thinking, man, I just got knocked down. I had a great few early rounds up until the grappling came in the exchange, and here what I should have done. I'm trying to build up grapple advantage by punching him, but he's working the body, mixing up the ground and pound. See, he's not being very sporadic. He's not just firing things off. Everything he's doing is pretty strategic. Denies that full guard almost instantly. And this is.
That's one thing I need to find out how to do better.
I just.
Like, I need to connect on the block, on the shot.
By Bruce Lee of all people. By Bruce Lee. And I'm trying so hard. But this is just. I don't know what to do here.
That was like.
But man, this. Oh no.
I probably wouldn't have catch that.
And he denies it again. And I know my stamina has to be so low. With all those denials. That's one thing I never liked about the grappling in this game. You know, as a wrestler, you know, you're always in a clinch. You're always fighting for positions. You're always fighting for your leg attacks and everything. Somebody denies one thing, you don't get tired. And oh my God, I'm getting destroyed. All that work.
¿Para
qué? For nothing. And this is just brutal destruction here. And Advaita's tearing up my body. He's tearing up my head. I can't transition. I can't even trap an arm the way he's mixing up these strikes. He's not going for any hooks, not going for any elbows, nothing that I can arm trap him with. And this is just...
Wow.
He had officially has 2 rounds, has racked up a miraculous amount of damage, knocked me down in this round.
Wow, that was fucking weird.
And it's tough. This is tough to come back from. It started out with all me, but as the fight went on, he managed to get into his groove. And now, I'm the one that has to pull out something out of my butt to try to, like, secure this fight. And the game is telling me, head movement, you have a little swelling because... Are you sure that was some shots? Are you positive that was just some shots? Because that was a beatdown. That was a beatdown. My head health, TJ's face is beat up. Lee's looking fresh. Respect for you. But this does not look good. And he hits me with a lead body sidekick. And TJ getting slow, and Advaita recognizes it. He's trying to taunt me to make me overcommit. And he hits me with that lead sidekick counter. Puts me down yet again with that new push. And oh no. Back in his wheelhouse. He puts me in the crucifix. And it's only a matter of time. And that's it. Bruce Lee finishes TJ Dillashaw on the ground. Absolutely in brutal fashion. This is insane. And it was tied heading into this 5th round.
Why did I keep blocking
that? That didn't go so well. So, we moved up a division. And, well, if TJ couldn't get it done, I had absolute faith in my boy, Rafael Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos. Or Dos Nachos. However you like it. Now, what I like about Rafael Dos Anjos is that he may not be the fastest guy in the division to some people, but he has real good contextual transitions. He has real good BJJ reversals. And all I thought was like, damn, man, I got worked. I got worked that fight. And I got to see what adjustments am I going to have to make. Now, I know Dos Anjos has tree chopper level, 3, 4 something. That's something good. He has some good stuff. But I gotta be prepared. I have to be prepared. And while this intro is going on, I'm game planning. What adjustments can I make to stop this monster of a Bruce Lee with a disgusting ground game? Out of pure skill. There's nothing cheesy about it at all. Like, this is just pure skill, pure being able to recognize when the transition is about to go by, and being able to brutalize your opponents in that fashion is absolutely insane. So this fight, I know the leg kicks worked really well for me, but TJ, didn't have the perks needed for that. But we'll see how we're gonna get this down. All right, again, comfortable to his back against the cage, and I know Dos Anjos has a lot of power. He has more power than TJ does, I believe. So I'm comfortable in close exchanges, and here he goes again with the lead body sidekick. Can't catch it yet. And he tries to follow up high there. I knew that was coming. It's a counter I like to do a lot. Go high after a missed leg kick. And now he's trying to work my legs and get me thinking. But you can't go leg kick for leg kick against Dos Anjos. But times a real good lead body sidekick. A good poke to get me away. And now it's a matter of planning. Jab and then high kick. That push kick. Dos Anjos is a big boy, so he ain't going to get moved that easily. So I thought, ooh, leg kick sweeps him there. And I see him block his body there. Maybe those leg kicks are doing more damage than I think. So I'm thinking maybe I just have to simplify it. Maybe I don't have to do anything crazy. I just have to simplify my game. He's not doing any sway counters, so I think I can just pump that jab in his face until I notice it. I'm pumping the feints. Uppercut hook there. I know that landed a good amount of damage, but I'm not going to go overzealous. Step out of the way, because I know that lead body side kick is coming. If I can't catch it, I got to evade it. And he switched stance. Interesting. Might be switching stances because the lead body side kick. Ooh, and I ducked that. I made a real good read there. I think the lead body side kick will hit the liver a little bit better there if he switched stance. And I step out the way. Both our counters are working really well, but I get my own. He doesn't duck this time. He's not moving his head. Good on his part. A little bit too early for that. But here he goes. He tries. Goes for the takedown attempt, and he takes me down. And I don't want this thing to get repeated. I don't want a repeat of the last fight. Alright. Alright. It's okay. I've been here before. But I'm a little bit more confident in those nachos. I'm a little bit more confident in those nachos. But man, he's going with these denials again. But I have to stay calm. I have to stay relaxed. I have to stay relaxed. I need to have composure. Composure is the only way I'm going to be able to get through this. And I'm just trying to think. I'm like, is he just going to keep denying to that side? I'm not going to be able to catch an arm, so there's no point in me trying. He's pounding me out here. But I thought about it. My Bruce Lee's ground and pound isn't that high. Right? It's not that high. And I know he's going to go for the crucifix again, right? And I managed to hit the reversal. And that's, you hit that reversal from going R2 and down, and now I put him in the crucifix. But I couldn't deny that. But that's good for me. I managed to make a good read there, and I managed to put him in the crucifix. And again, that's the reason why I like Dos Anjos. He has real good stuff. And I managed to get out of trouble. So I thought about it. Like, he threw a lot of shots against TJ in the fourth round. And even all those shots with no stamina to knock me out. So when I thought about it, I could be real relaxed and take those hits from Lee, because it's not going to actually do as much damage as I think it's doing. So I managed to get a reversal. The game said great work on the ground despite me getting punched like 30 million times. But I guess with the reversal, I must have scored a lot of points. Alright. It's good to know. So now I know he's thinking, alright, Romero's caught on to the side control thing. But now, alright, now we have ourselves a fight. I'm a little bit more confident now, but I'm not gonna get overconfident. So I want to work that leg. I want to work that real leg. I don't know where Bruce Lee's switch stance is, but if I can work that leg and tenderize it and not get frustrated and just keep it single shots, and he's taunting me, try to get me to throw something out of range there, and it worked. Threw a jab there, so I mitigated that body kick damage, and I fired for a leg kick, and I see from that little turnout, and he switched his stance. That's a tell. It's a good tell for me. Oh, your leg is hurt. Your leg is hurt, big fella. Alright. So again, I'm just going to play the tactical game with him. The game scores damage over everything. So he checks that leg kick, and then he fires off high. That's a good counter I'm going to keep in mind. He fires off about 3 combinations straight. He feels comfortable, and he catches the body kick. Okay, sounds good. Punch him a few times, and then he goes for a denial. He's just patient. He's extremely patient on side control. All he wants to do is deny you from there, but this time I deny him. How you like it? How do you like it? And he's probably thinking, he's like, this guy's seriously not punching me from here. And it's just a matter for me to get grapple advantage. But I just don't want to get my transition denied here. And now that I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, his strikes don't do that much damage. So I just got to be careful when I transition, because I know I'm going to have higher grapple advantage. And I managed to get away with it there. So this time he goes straight into top mount. It's okay. I fake that to the right. And he goes down to try to land a few shots. And I go the other way. Since I faked that one way, I know he was going to buy into that. And now it's the patient game again. He's controlling me on the ground. And this time I go half guard. He doesn't deny it. And I knew he was going to posture up. And I hit a reversal. 2 straight reversals on positions that he really messed me up in. And now he's going for the fakes. Faking the full guard. Trying to get me to bite on it. Fake. And he gets it. Good on his part. Here, I don't know if what level reversals Bruce Lee has. And today's the day I kind of don't want to find out. But this time I deny him from here. And now I got to be extremely smart with my ground and pound here. Fire off a big shot there. Fire off a body shot. He's faking. And he arm traps it. And he gets a reversal to top mount. Okay, but that means his stamina's a little bit low. Costs stamina to do that, and I get right back into half guard. This is a very, very patient game. The ground game is different from the striking. The striking is a pretty hectic when you really think about it, unless you fight certain people. But the ground game is really a game of patience and just making certain reads on what way the body moves. And again, I'm not too sure who won that round. Just watch your stamina. Your stamina is low. I don't like that. But it's not telling me I'm losing. Don't know how many rounds I have. See whose highlights. Showing his highlights, so I guess the body kicks are making my stamina get low. Okay, might be 1-1. Might be 1-1. But he's starting off with the grappling early because he knows. He knows I tend to make real good adjustments on the feet. So even if he's 90 shots, he's throwing a little bit more volume than usual. And maybe his stamina might be low. You know, who knows? And we were also texting each other in the middle of this too, to make things even funnier. So, all right. Let's see if Dos Anjos can pull this off. Jab, body kick. Goes for the hook in case I try to slip. Caught the body kick and I fired a punch. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to take him down. Fires off an uppercut hook there. Try to catch me ducking, and I'm racking up that damage, and he knows it. I know he knows it. The hands go low. That means he's not holding any block. Though jab, goes for a jab, spinning back fist. Try to catch me side swing. Good on his part. Move just out the way. And apparently, I've landed 9 more strikes on him. Leg kick there to the inside. And I want to pick my leg kicks accordingly. Good high kick there. And he whips on that strike. Pushes me there. And jabs instead of going for the takedown. That's an interesting. And now he's taunting me. But here's the thing about this is something I believe. If somebody's taunting you, it's because either they're getting frustrated, and I hit him with a head kick there, and I fire off another head kick there, and I fire off a body kick, and he freaking catches it, bastard. But I tend to believe that if somebody's taunting you, they're getting frustrated, and they want you to make a mistake. So the more I saw him taunt, the more I figured, I'm like, maybe I'm getting into his head on the things I'm catching on to. But again, he goes back to his favorite position, side control. I deny it. And I'm just going to be content with building up the grapple advantage here. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Now I want to see if he's going to switch it up. Maybe not go to side control now that I've denied it. No, he goes right back to side control. Lands a few shots there, go to sprawl. And I'm going to go to half guard instead. Don't want to find out if Lee has any transitions. And I thought he was going to go side control. Fakes a top mount. Interesting. Fakes a top mount and commits to it. And there's a minute 20 left. Punch him there. Steal some GA there. And I'm just going to be extremely patient here. I'm not going to panic. Fakes. Throw a fake of my own in there. Landing punches to, mess with that GA meter. Fakes. Yeah, I deny the side control this time. And he knows I'm catching on. I'm catching on to his grappling. And I think here, I noticed that it says over-under. Does say I could get up if I use L1, but I don't want to risk getting that denied. He's faking. And every little pause in action, I think, is him pre-denying. Or trying to pre-deny the direction that he thinks I'm going to go. So, alright, we got to see here. And here, I fake the over-under. And I try to go for the armbar, and it doesn't work. Damn it. Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing happens. No crazy damage. But I did rock him. Opponent is hurting. That most likely won me that round. Him getting hurt. And him trying to work the ground. He wasn't able to mount any offense. So now I know what to expect a little bit. So they're showing his highlights. I guess, they love Bruce Lee. But, and a leg kick. And them showing, I thought about it, I'm like, them showing that leg kick might be a good sign. And then they show the head kick that got him rocked. Was enough to get a drop, but I took a look at that and I saw that his leg was hurt. His leg is red. When the leg is red like that, it's only going to take a few more leg kicks to go. So, alright. Alright. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Alright. I believe we're in round 4. And it's much different now. The last time he got me to the ground, he was able to, rack up a good amount of damage. But RDA is moving a little bit good. But I see he's taunting me, trying to get me to look forward. Catch that body kick. I don't buy the bait. He's taunting me to get me to overcommit. Smart on his part. He's using the taunt effectively. But again, me seeing him taunt is a good sign for me. And I'm not going to overcomplicate my strikes. I'm going to keep it simple with jabs. If I was with the body kick, tries to taunt me to make me buy into a head kick that he might throw. Feints his lead body side kick. He's trying to set up something high. And I fire off a leg kick there. Fires one back, but again, it's not going to do as much damage as an RDA leg kick. It's off to the side there, pushing me back again. And there, had I tried to deny a takedown, I would have got rocked by that combination. Good on his part trying to predict that by rack up another leg kick. And I can tell that he's being a little bit frustrated by my patience now. Lead body side kick. Just setting up something high. They're not doing as much damage. I don't see RDA's torso getting red on the side. So, really, I'm like, okay, man, you can keep doing that. It's going to take a while before it racks up damage. You haven't done enough on the ground. But he lands that combination. I minor lunge that to the right side. Managed to avoid it. Step out to that side and I fire off a head kick. I try to go for the takedown knockout. He denies it. And I thought about it. I'm just going to back off. It was worth a shot. I mean, I figured he was hurt. And I feint that jab. Get him to react. And he fires with that lead side kick. And I notice he's ducking. Part of me wants to fire off a front kick. But I don't want to get countered by that lead high kick. And good jab back fist by Veda. And again, it's just being absolutely careful for what he has to offer. Let him poke me a few times. And if you notice something I'm doing with the left stick, every time I move in, I just take myself out of a certain striking range by moving back. There's a fire off a head kick there. I block it. Another body shot. The body shot, but it misses slightly there. I know that took a toll on the stamina. Leg kick, and he's hurt. Now he had to switch stance. Ducks that, and I got a leg health event. That's good. Good sign. Good sign. Listen, if that leg gets hurt again, I am going to chop that thing down. All those taunts, you shall pay, my brother. You will pay for every little bit of every sin you committed. And boom, I fire for a perfectly timed head kick there. Doesn't sway. I fire for another head kick there because, hey, you never know. And I fire off a body kick there and he doesn't catch it. Throws a lead body side kick again. And I fire off a leg kick there and the front kick. Let's go, baby. Last round, you are heading the fight thanks to your strength give, man. Just stick to your game plan and finish strong. Alright, so I landed the heavier shots. I definitely took 3 rounds to 1, I believe. Definitely 3 to 1. But I know how he is. At this point, if the striking's not working, he will try to grapple. And I need to take away that ability of his to grapple. And so far, that leg health event is a real good sign for me. So, we'll get round 5 started. Give ourselves a little bit of respect, and he'll go back to taunting soon enough. But we touch gloves. And I want that leg. That right leg right there, it's offering itself to me. And I see him lowering his guard. And I gotta time it accordingly. And he rocks me off a beautiful time counter. And I'm hard rocked there. Feints a spinning strike. And I'm just gonna be relaxed. I'm like, I know I have to fight him in the back. I know I'm already winning on the scorecards. I don't need to make a mistake or let my ego get in the way and cost me this fight. So he's landing a bunch of body kicks. I catch it there. Strike him there. And I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Throwing a few jabs, seeing how he reacts. And I hit him with a leg kick there. Hits him with a body side kick. It's alright. I'm winning this fight. Have to be relaxed and don't do anything drastic. And now I see him. He's alternating back and forth. And I'm just going to wait for that hand to go down so I can fire off that leg kick. Goes for the jazz spin kick there. See him duck, and I fire off that leg kick. And boy, it's about that time. It's about that time for you, Ed Vader. And I'm just going to keep kicking that leg. And I will keep kicking that leg for all the pain you've brought me. For every bit of pain. I have tenderized your leg. And with that, I definitely stole this fight. I knocked him down like what, 3 times there with a leg kick? Oh man, such a game changer there. But I secured 4 rounds to 1, and now I just have to get through this fight. He knows I'm not gonna let him grapple me, so he needs to go for something big. Goes for something big there. Get the T kick off there. Go for another T kick. And now I can pressure a little bit with my striking. That full body hair reaction is not a good sign for me. It means that my body health is getting a little bit low. Try to set up something high there. Doesn't sway his head. Go for a T kick of my own. Body kick. But by now it's not going to help. And I'm just slowly going to steal this fight away. Move it to the side. Fire off a head kick. He blocks it. Go for a knee. Catch his body kick. And right now he knows his time is getting low. He's got to go for something big. He's ducking again. Jab high kick now. He's mixing things up. But this fight's in the bag for me. Fire for a high kick. He knows it's coming this time. 40 seconds left. Jab high kick. Go for a T kick of my own. Goes back high again. Just to be petty, I'm throwing my own kicks now. Just moving slightly to that side. Throw a ducking roundhouse because why not? Let it all out there. And boom, he pushes me there. Pushes me there again. And I'm just going to wait for that strike. I'm waiting for the opportunity to open up. Knee, elbow. A few seconds left. He goes for a strike. I knock him down. And this fight is mine. I made the necessary adjustments on the ground. Made a few well-timed shots. Definitely helps that I worked the leg a lot. But this time, I pulled out the victory. And we'll leave it at that. Ed Vader, all the respect in the world, man. You are a phenomenal grappler in this game, and I look forward to having more fights with you, my brother. What judge had this fight as a draw?